Hello, this is Joe, your friendly neighborhood pick a topic, do an energy reading on it, internet guy. Well, I just figured I'd throw a video out there trying something new. I'm always trying something new for some reason or another. This particular video is going to be about a dark master that conspired with a secret society which was based in a city in California to steal valuable money, land, something like that from a individual who happened to be from, let's just say, okay, this individual's from Chicago, a random individual. So this is the energy reading of a dark master utilizing a city in California to gang stalk a individual from 2,000 miles away, one person, and utilizing street gangs, the local government, other institutions, social services, all this against this one person. And this is the energy of the demise of that dark master going against this one individual. They happen to be from, as I said, just take, Chicago, Illinois. This is the energy. This is just a entertainment, of course. It's a what if. Foundation of it. FBI. This is hypothetical. If there was a dark master that decided to take an individual from Chicago, Illinois, inheritance, money, whatever, and use social services, use secret societies, use the government itself, the foundation of that will be the FBI. This is, of course, for shits and giggles, okay? Entertainment purpose, purely. Hell, I'm not an empath. I just read cards. Maybe I am an empath. Imagine that. Challenge. A high priest, high priestess. Again, this is the energy of a dark master reaching or a dark master's demise for going against one individual from Chicago, Illinois, just made up that location, and using an entire city in California, the social services, the government, institutions like this to do it. One person who said they're not an empath, but then the next card they turned over said that they were. Let's keep going. Subconscious fulfillment, a complete understanding. The past, hermit energy, soul searching, solitude. Again, I will state, this is the energy of a dark master going up against one individual who's from 2,000 miles away from the current location of this story, which is to occur in California. And the use of social services, the use of government institutions, hell, the use of metro, just throw it all in there, to go up against this one person to take anything that may have been hidden from him for a reason so they could take it. This is the energy. And the main energy that came out, as I stated before, I'm not an empath, but then the empath card flipped out. It just did. The future is magician. The internal influence for this Dark Master is the Queen of Wands. The external influence is devil energy. The hope and fear around this Dark Master pulling this off. This Dark Master was afraid of having legal issues, jail, in and out. The outcome for this Dark Master going against one individual with the assistance of government, secret societies, gangs, against one person. I'm going to keep that face down. Foundation is FBI. This is how the Dark Master decided to go after this one person. Clarified by protection. I definitely got to see where this is going. Mind control, influence. The World card. Completion, accomplishment. Death. Death. So what does this mean? The foundation for this reading, a Dark Master going after one individual. This one individual from 2,000 miles away, hypothetical place, Chicago, Illinois, and they're brought to a city in California. This Dark Master uses all of his resources, connections, state, local government, secret societies, health, housing authority to go against this one individual. The foundation for that, how did they initially start? They got in touch with the FBI first. That's clarified by protection, mind control or influence, to complete or accomplish something, to have a death, an end for a beginning. So essentially, this Dark Master, utilizing the services of the Fuckboy Incorporated, as I call it, okay, for protection. Okay? This Dark Master got protection from the FBI to use mind control and influence to accomplish or complete bringing a death to one individual. You have one Dark Master use all their resources against one individual, and I'm still here. Fuckboy Incorporated, I'm still here. That's the foundation for the energy of a Dark Master going after one individual who, as I said, hypothetical place, his origin, 2,000 miles away, Chicago, Illinois, and this person ended up in a city in California where this Dark Master decided to use all of his resources at his disposal to get rid of one person. Instead of walking up to that individual mano a mano and ask him, you know, what's going on? I heard this, this, and that. No, you have to involve, because you have power and authority like that. Doesn't sound like someone who truly has authority would use that. Someone with authority would use as little of their resources as possible to get the job done. Not make it a circus to showcase their authority. Sometimes a demonstration of true authority and power is the lack of demonstration of power and authority. Just thought I'd say, past position, hermit energy, soul searching solitude, bang, 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 boop. This hermit energy in the past, soul searching solitude, strength, perseverance, you know, getting it all together. I want to worry about it. 1 second, we got people, we got recording, they want to talk loud. Hold on a second. I want to hear that shit, man. Hear that shit, man. That shit. Take that shit to work. Excuse my language. That's just so disrespectful. It really is. Where we at? Okay, we got hermit energy in the past. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna speed this up, right? Because we already got 10 minutes in. I think I did 2 cards, 1 card. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna drop one. And the cream of this reading, this energy reading, of course, is the outcome. You know, it's kind of, it's kind of like getting the, I know I'm gonna see or hear about this later. It's getting that prize in the, what is it, the Cracker Jack box? The little prizes they used to give you at the bottom of the box. It's kind of like that, and that's what the outcome is. That's why I chose to leave the outcome unrevealed, unveiled, so to speak. So I'm going to just go through here and drop on them, and if I need to go and clarify more, then that's what I'll do. Now, future position is magician, power, tools, and skills. This is the energy of an empath. Now, this reading is about a dark master utilizing all his services, authority, power, resources, whatever, against one individual from 2,000 miles away for anything they may own, have, you know, inheritance. It might have been around a relationship with someone that this person from Chicago, Illinois, hypothetically was in a relationship with 15, 18 years earlier. You know, some people still hanging on to things or stuff like that. So we're going to see. Who is this reading about? I don't know if you can make that out. Here's a D. Here's an A. See the A? Here's the R. Here's the K. This reading is about a dark master. Okay? In the future, a magician using their power, tools, and skills, clarified by dark master. This is the energy reading of a dark master going up against an unknown one individual. Dark master using all their resources against one unknown individual from 2,000 miles away. Okay? We'll keep it moving. If we have to clarify, we'll go back. 1, 2, 3. Subconscious fulfillment. Loss and grief. 5 cups. 1, 2, 3. Challenge position. High priest. High priestess. Completion. Accomplishment. 1, 2, 3. Empath, main energy. King of Pentacles, security. 1, 2, 3. Queen of Wands, internal influence, clarified by a hierophant, a group, a religion. 1, 2, 3. External influence, Knight of Swords, devil energy. Hope and fear around legal issues, in and out of jail. Queen of Swords in reverse. The outcome, I'm going to leave that like that. We'll see, do we have to clarify something? So this here, the future is always pretty interesting. The future, I think, the hope and fear, who does not want to know the fears of someone that make you their enemy? So of course I would want to know, I mean, if it was, me, I would want to know their fear. It's important to know your enemy's fears and your enemy's addictions, in addition to what your enemy believes in, their God. Their addictions, their fears, and the God of what they believe in. 3 things. 3 things, huh? Their fears, their addictions, and their God. That looks like Trinity to me. I hope I'm not giving away any jewels around here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go through and collect this. What we're not going to clarify, the jewel is the outcome with a Dark Master using all his resources, because he's the man in his hometown to pick on someone that's from 2,000 miles away that he don't know crap about. We do want to know the hope and fear, right? You can't scare someone if you don't know what they're afraid of, right? You can't get someone to believe in something if you don't know what they believe in. You can't get someone addicted to something if you don't know what they're addicted to. Trinity. Your fears, your belief, addictions, likes, dislikes. Do we need? No, we don't need to know about that. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to break this down like that. I guess this is going to be a lot shorter than I thought. Because all I'm really concerned about, obviously, is the outcome. The same thing that whoever's tuning into this, the initial letter B pops to mind for some reason. Let me explain something. Well, at least I like to try this. And hopefully people will remember this. Because as much as they would like things to have perhaps been different, you'll understand in a minute what I'm saying. There's no changing the past. Now, with me saying that, cars, automobiles came into being manufactured, or came into being, stemming off of a lot of different models, tries, but we essentially, here in America, we attribute the automobile to the Model A, Model T, Ford. You can't change that. Regardless of how much you dig into the past, someone had to come up with something. It is accepted that the Model A, the Model T, Ford, kicked off the situation involving man being mobile. That belongs to Ford. As you cannot change that, you also cannot change or refute that man originated in the cradle of civilization, which is Africa. You can't refute that. I don't care what color you are. You cannot refute that. People choose to dislike anything. Watch this, watch this. The Trinity. Their fear, anything that causes them fear, anything that has a belief system they don't understand or don't know, fear, God, and addictions. People are going to feel a certain way about it. Now, what will cause an individual to experience fear? First and primary, a lack of understanding. That's why fear exists. People have a lack of understanding. Once you understand something, you can remove that veil so you see the entire picture. Watch this. People of a certain ethnicity, excuse my language, people of a certain ethnicity continue to want to call African Americans or African descendants niggas. Interesting thing, I may be wrong, but I do know there's a place called Niger on the other side of the earth where the term could have originated. So I myself, I'm going to be totally honest to other African descendants and African Americans out there that may listen to this. I can't take offense to hearing that. To me, the way I look at that, you identify what part of the earth I came from. In addition, you identify where you came from there as well. Congratulations for calling me a nigger. You know where I came from and you came from me, so what's the problem? I don't have no issue with it. Fear, addiction, and your belief system. 3 things, Trinity. This is not math. This is not hard to understand. It's been cryptic or encrypted and coded for a reason. The reason anything is hidden is because it's so easy to understand. So they have to put it in your face so you don't see it. Make the most simple, mundane thing appear to be complicated. There is no color if a person, regardless of the color, cuts his arm, him, her, it cuts himself, that person's color is going to be synonymous along all ethnicities. That's the only thing you need to worry about. That is the only thing you need to worry about. Now, if I cut my arm and it don't come out red, you know why red, okay? We can talk about that later. But if I cut my arm and it don't come out red, then maybe you can have a bias or prejudice against me. But as long as I cut my stuff and it comes out red, and you cut yourself and it comes out red, you choosing to exhibit prejudice or bias towards someone is your own insecurity with yourself projecting onto that which you have a fear of. We're going to call a spade, period. To make that which you have a profound fear of feel less than they should feel, because you automatically feel less than them. They can have, here in America, they can have a National Niggas Month, National Niggas Day. They can call it Nigga Holiday. It's not going to bother me. That's an acknowledgement of where the word nigga came from, and also an acknowledgement of the people that are descendants of niggas, those even that may not be the same color at this present time. Believing you can always go from dark to light, but you can't go from light to dark. I don't care how you shape that. You can always go from dark to light. Light can never go back to dark. It's not possible. So you're light, you're light. If you're dark, you're dark. But everything, as the Bible, and it's so beautiful how the Bible is written. I personally myself tried to find and poke holes. I can't. Only thing I can say is, and I think it was Benjamin Franklin with his edition of the Bible, removing anything that alludes to Jesus or the name of God. I myself, similar along those lines, just believe in the energy. And more recently, energy not even being positive, not even being negative. And actual energy itself is without polarity. That's can you think about that? Energy itself is non-polarized. What polarizes it? How is it that we have energy that is positive? How do we have energy that is negative? The intention behind what you're going to use the energy for. If the energy is going to be used to create or create or add, it's going to be positive. If the energy is going to be, let's say, negative, take away, it's going to be negative. Intention. The energy is indifferent. At this present time, I'm getting a Masonic symbol with the G in the middle and everything like that. But this is going further, because now, also seeing that symbol, I'm seeing the compass with the directions, the north, the south, the east, the west, and the polarities of each of those directions. Now I can wipe the polarity in each one of those directions away, because it's all energy. Doesn't matter if you're east, positive. Doesn't matter if you're north, positive. Doesn't matter if you're south, negative. Doesn't matter if you're west, negative. Where you stand on your square is indifferent. Neither negative, neither positive. You're just energy. You're energy. And being just energy, any energy that approaches you, as I stated in a different video, any energy that approaches you, and I'm stating this because hopefully this individual may have heard or he will see, and he knows this. Any energy that approaches energy itself that is neither negative nor positive. I thought I was being positive, but I was indifferent. A negative energy lashing out at a indifferent energy. It grounds it. I don't know if that's what the G means, but it grounds negative energy. It could be someone approaching me. They're hyped up. They're all positive. They come to me. They see my demeanor. That positivity is going to sink down. It's not affecting me. They're going to see it's not affecting me. That's going to bring their positivity down. Now, hope and fear. Drawn out conversation. That's the outcome. This hope and fear is jail. Legal issues. As I mentioned before, we want to know what our enemy fears. We want to know their belief system, God or lack thereof. And in addition, we want to know their pleasures, their passions, their addictions, if they have them. The Trinity. This first is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So legal issues. There's a hope and fear around this Dark Master. Remember, that's who we're talking about. Against this one individual using all their resources, right? They have a hope and fear of being locked up, having legal issues, involvement with law enforcement. Why would they have a fear, a hope and fear of being locked up? This right here says that they know that they're doing something out of character. There's something wrong with what they're doing. But perhaps because they have the connections that they do, they perhaps feel that they're like God. They don't have to worry about law enforcement messing with them because they have connections in law enforcement to know beforehand. So you have a person walking the earth, sounds similar. We have a person walking the earth that believes that they're God. Because of earthly things, earthly resources, enabling someone to feel like they're God. This Dark Master can call in favors to bless people. Someone can't pay their rent. Make a phone call. The person's rent get paid. They do what? The person whose rent got paid automatically believes this was divine intervention. This person that has a hope and fear, the Dark Master, is the divine intervention. But as you see, they're human because they're worried about jail. But they're divine master. This divine master can pay someone's rent and make them believe in something. But this divine master is fearful, in fear of jail or legal issues. Let's see. Okay, so we have a Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords straight up is someone that's on the game, period. Whatever you can think about a person being accomplished or whatever, that's a Queen of Swords upright. The opposite of that is a Queen of Swords in reverse. In addition to say, that also means an individual morally and ethically in the reverse. Okay, this is not your typical church-going individual, or at least not the church that I think you guys out there would be attending. Church, but not the one we're thinking of. Hierophant, group, or religion. Just speaking about church, imagine that. Page of Swords, curiosity. A message. A page is a message. Swords is truth. A message about truth. I know they'll say a message of concern. This is a message about truth. Four of Wands, community. Also synonymous with the twin flame, yada, yada, yada. That's why it's on the side. You can see it probably got gang stalking. So what I have is this Dark Master picking on an individual that's from 2,000 miles away, happen to be in their state, and has a particular city in this state, utilizing them resources, government, FBI card came out, all this for one individual. Instead of stepping up to that individual mano y mano, you want to pull everybody in for something that you cannot take care of on your own, even though you were, quote unquote, a dark master. You wanted to make a mockery, a example out of someone. And what ended up happening is the example that was made was of what you were doing. Dark Master. Dark Masters putting their energy towards anything. What you put out, Dark Master, you know what you get back. You are a master, right? The energy you put out, it's dark, it's gonna come back dark. You should have sent to me kisses and hugs. Then maybe this that you wanted to happen would have really manifested. The opposite of what you truly wanted. So your Dark Master wouldn't know that. It's interesting because I was just about to say, sometimes the best fight in your life is the fight that you don't fight. The fight that you don't fight. This Dark Master, hope and fear, surrounding a Queen of Swords energy that's in reverse, someone that morally, ethically, they can't even speak straight, full sentences, probably can't drive a car and walk with a limp. I'm joking, but not a very good person. You're not going to take this person home to meet your grandma, your nana. You're not going to do that. If you are, you're going to have a mask on this person. The hope and fear, Dark Master, like most humans that walk this earth, at least, that know that they've done things that they shouldn't have done, or been involved with things they shouldn't. They have a profound respect and fear of being locked up or having legal issues. This is clarified by who would have that? A Queen of Swords in reverse. This could be the very energy of the Dark Master. I don't know yet. This Queen of Swords in reverse is connected to a hierophant, which is either and or a group and a religion. That Page of Swords, a message is a page, and swords is truth, a message of truth. Four Wands in the community. So this Dark Master is hope, has a hope and fear around the, excuse my French, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse. This is just bullshit. The bullshit that this group or religion that knew some information to be true for a community or in a community, where they actually ended up gang stalking because they didn't know what to do with the truth, because you invested in a lie This dark master got you to invest in a lie. As I just stated, hypothetical. This was just one person. I didn't say dark masters. I said dark master. So this one dark master couldn't confront this one individual. Why? Was this one individual unapproachable? No, because this dark master had an ulterior motive. And that's probably going to be in this outcome card. But in order for this to pick up steam or gain steam or whatever, they had to let everyone know why they were acting or doing what they were doing. They need everyone on board. This is a very methodical, systematic precursor laying the foundation of gang stalking, prepping the troops before they're going into battle. Gang stalking. Outcome. That is the reason why this dark master rallied a city in California against one individual. Hopefully this is going to clarify why. This dark master did this, rally this one city in California so that they may, and for those of you that don't know, I'm still kind of new to this, right? When someone says ritual and then they say spell work and then you think of witches, I got to look, hey, I did this stuff. I made my own cards. I try to throw it together the best I can. You think of witches, you think of Halloween. We used to go get candy. So real quickly, witches, spell work, Halloween, as a child, we're taught that it's just fun and games. I want you to understand how our society plants in our subconscious things for us to not take serious. As I just stated, as a child, we can't wait for Halloween so we can go get candy, not knowing that we're involved in a ritual. And spell work, you think of a cauldron, people holding hands, chanting, throwing rabbit's foots in there and chicken blood and all this and that. Yeah, that's what Hollywood makes rituals or spell work look like. But really, what is spell work? Spell. S-P-E-L-L. Spell. Using the alphabet, phonetics, words. Using energy to cause something to happen or not to happen. Go use spell work on a person is as simple as, just to say this to you guys, go and spread lies about someone. That's spell work. Go lie on someone. That's spell work. People, I mentioned before, people going to court and having to swear on a Bible. Spell work. It's actually funny too. I want to tell you guys, but I think you'll find it interesting yourself. Go look up the etymology for the word swear, because that is something that we have to do when we step on a stand. For those of you that have, we have to swear to tell the truth. Look up the etymology of swear. I'm going to give you a hint. What I got, I got this square can also be taken to be meaning as so-so. Do you so-so to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you what? If you got one, right? Pay attention. Our whole society is steeped in spell work, and people don't even know it, and that's exactly how they like to keep it. Because the moment you understand and you see everything around you is no more than spell work and how they work and play on your subconscious without you knowing it, you'll see truly where you stay, where we live, and the people that are in control that want to remain in control. Energy being all around you is simple as walking down the street and seeing words written on the side of a building. That is energy. That is energy that you have just accepted if you read it. And you know how hard it is not to read something? It is so very hard not to read something, because all you have to do is see it. Your brain, our brain, has been programmed to read anything we see. Simple. So if our brain has been programmed to read anything we see, they can do spells on us. There's a reason that people tend to gravitate towards the things that other people like, or not gravitate towards things people don't like. What is it? It's herd, it's hive mentality. Better believe if there exists a community or a society and it's operating on hive mentality, you better believe for that mentality to continue in that hive modality, there has to be someone thinking outside of the hive frame of mind to keep it that way. The decision usually is taken away from people because they don't know about it. But the moment you do know about it, they want to separate you, or they want to gang stalk you. One dark master, one individual. What was so wrong with that dark master approaching this one individual instead of getting so many other people involved to show their power? What they say, power corrupts. Yes, it does. Likewise to say, for an up, there's a down. For a left, there's a right. For a white, there is a black. For a wrong, there's a right. I said that, didn't I? There's an equal and opposite for everything. Fundamentally, to say the least, I've stated this before, anytime there exists in a system a measure of anything, more than one is going to be a measure of anything. Please understand what I mean. A measure of more than one, anything, is going to automatically call in balance. Automatically. That is the universe that we live in. That is the realm of reality we live in. More than one, by measure, is going to bring in balance, the universe. So if you have one individual that is standing up against a dark master, and this dark master has 5,999,000 other people behind them, doesn't matter the number of people. All it has to be is one person not siding with the masses for there to be balance to be brought in. People understand that. Balance exists for a reason. So either this was done carelessly or purposefully. And if purposefully, then this has been done systemically, meaning that this is done over and over like a ritual for some type of gain. In this particular, it was both committed by an air sign and in addition to an air sign. Isn't that interesting? Over a period of time, magician using power tool skill, running anchor. Why? Why did this dark master pick this one individual from 2,000 miles away they knew nothing about, just maybe what they heard, maybe what they seen, and get an entire city in California utilizing their resources to go against this one individual? Instead of approaching this one individual mano a mano, it was for money. Money that they wanted for themselves. Money that they were willing to share with the city that they lived in, versus this money going to the person that it was supposed to go to. Now you done messed up because you called in balance. You being a dark master, you should have known about balance. Guess you're not as dark as you thought you are, because truly, I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to just end this. There is no reverence in a person to be considered a dark master, someone who knows right from wrong and chooses still to do the wrong thing for the wrong thing. And in addition to that, have others aid them in doing the wrong thing for the wrong thing. But particularly interesting in this case, against a wrong person, because you've done it over and over and over again. And it's an interesting thing about this particular situation, hypothetical situation, not saying it has anything to do with me, I'm making this up, that throwing a curveball in there, just say that this dark master was going to pass this down to their son or their daughter, and they want to show them how to do it, and they need a test dummy to show them, to instruct them. And this test dummy, you saw me, I just split this test dummy that they're going to show their offspring how to do what it is that they were doing. This test dummy shows them a complete understanding of how to do the job, how not to care about doing the job, 7-4, growth and development. Stand your ground in doing your job. But most importantly, rituals and spell work surrounding a marriage, a magician playing psychological games, observing people, mind control, lust, all these things to show someone how to do what they've been doing for so long can amount to one thing: they was involved. This is what happens when you go after someone, perhaps, that you had no business going after. That this individual that you went after, perhaps, the energy in this individual had everything to do with this dark master coming to know what they know before they turn to use what they know against people. There's only one thing. Communication. So what would I say? A dark master, one individual. Why did all this happen? Communication. One person not speaking to another person. When you eliminate Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all this SMS, you eliminate cell phones. You eliminate phones. All this could have been taken care of. A person opening their mouth to another person that was listening. But that is not what they wanted to have happen. Because if they had that happen, then they would not get the money that they was looking to get. So to say it, like I said, it was ulterior motive behind it. But this is the world we live in. Capitalist society also that we live in, and everything is motivated by money. And that's why I said before, I'm not a big fan of money. I never have. I never grew up being a big fan of money. Mind you, I never had to worry about it. And it wasn't because I was born into it. It was just that I knew that, what's the saying in the Bible? If it can perish by fire, maybe you should not have a belief in it.